Okay.
All right. So welcome everyone. My name is Oneida Cohen.
And my name is Maria Lechner. And we are going to be your kind of co-host tonight in terms of the essential training. A little bit about me is I've been doing doTERRA for about a year and a half now. And I have an extensive sales background, not in direct sales, but in retail sales. And I actually went to school for that. Retail sales, was in retail and management for probably close to over 20 years. So I'm pretty new to direct sales, but it's all about the customer. It's kind of in line with what I know about sales, but it's definitely, this training has taught me a little bit different way of selling. So I'm always constantly learning. I love to learn. And so that's why, and I also like to train. So that's why we're doing this training to help you feel comfortable with talking about the oils, with selling the oils, so that you get more familiar with doing this training and just kind of how it all flows. Oneida is my upline. She has been my mentor for over a year plus now, and she's wonderful. Even when I'm a little, she's very patient with me, but it's great that this is our first sales training. We're really excited about it because I feel that people, we really need this. It's a duplicatable system, so you will be able to really take this training and then pass it to your team. And that's what is really for, because in our business, in the doTERRA business, duplication is everything, with sales, with mentoring on down as you grow your business. So that's a little bit about me, and here's Oneida.
So I have been with doTERRA, it will be 2 years this fall doing the business, a little bit longer using the oils. And I like Maria, this is the first time that we're doing this training for our team. We have taken the training ourselves, an extended version of this. It has been very successful for us. We have been able to be more efficient. We have been able to sell more, and also increase our customer retention. And not only that, but now we feel like we definitely have tools for you to take, and you don't have, it's not going to take you a long time for you to do this. It's going to be quick. It's going to give you scripts on what to say, when to say it, how many times to say it, how to follow up, how to call people, how to text people, how to, when to sell. That's super important. Something that we learned, very important, and more. So we mail you some documents for you to go over, section 1, and also to watch a video. We are going to be posting several documents on our Facebook group. So let us know if you're not in that group yet, and we will add you. I'm pretty sure so far everybody is there. And we're gonna show you what that looks like, the Facebook group, and where to look for the files, okay?
Go ahead. Yep.
So, but before we do that, we do wanna ask, is there any questions you guys have for section 1 and the video that you were asked to watch before?
So does everybody know what section 1 entailed? Okay, so enrolling, it also entailed how to order, how to enroll. Okay.
So section 1 talks about the mentor call, the team call, setting up your loyalty rewards program order, how to enroll someone, the accountability tracker. Did everybody get a chance to see that?
Yep.
Okay, great. Okay. If you didn't, that's okay. The information is there. You can go through that. If you have any questions, please post those questions on the Facebook group, and we will go ahead and answer those questions there. So I'm going to share my screen. Okay, can everybody see this? Okay, so this is what the Facebook group looks like. I know, Shirley, you had some questions about this because this is the first time you do an online training. It's super easy. This group is meant for us to use it as a positive place to for us to share wins, for us to share challenges where we're gonna learn from each other. And also, we're gonna be posting information here to help you continue to grow your business, yourself as an individual and your business. If you look on the Facebook group to the left, you see the discussion, members, event, photos, and files. Files is gonna be a very important place to you to know. If you click on it, you will see the files posted by us, Maria and I, and we will be posting all of the files here that you need to conduct your business. Also super important, under notifications right here, you can control notifications. We recommend that you have it to see all posts. So whether you have notifications set via text or email, you receive a notification on your Facebook account. So that way when somebody posts something or we post something, you get to see that as well, okay? And again, we will be posting information here if we have important announcements or things as they come along, because the training that we're taking will continue to grow, and we will share that with you. We can set up calls and events, and you will find those posted here, and we will also post additional files as they come along. Any questions on that?
Any questions on the Facebook group? It's really your guys' group to be able to ask your questions, to be able to really take a look, to download the information that you need. That's what the files are for, so that you have them in your hands. And they're easy PDF files, be able to print right off by downloading it. And I really suggest that you add a file folder on your computer for essential training, and that way you can put these PDF files into that folder so you have them on your computer. Just keeps things organized so you can pull them out when you need to.
I am going to share, I'm going to share you what Maria is talking about. Okay, so. Let's see. So I created this folder, and in here I have all of the documents that are going to be posted on that Facebook group. So if I need to reference anything, if I need to share something, if I need to pull something for my customer, I can just get it out of that folder, okay?
It just keeps things organized, and so you're not looking all over in your documents. You have it in a folder on your computer.
All right. So with that, I'm going to go ahead and mute everyone.
Oh, we got a mouthful.
Okay.
Oh, wait. Does Trisha have it yet?
Trisha, if you have a question, you can unmute yourself. Hold on a second. Go ahead. Do you have a question?
Okay, yeah. Jennifer was trying to jump on. Can she still add or not?
Yes,
she can.
Yes, jump on.
Okay.
Okay, so you can unmute yourself. To the bottom of your Zoom, you should have a little microphone, and you can just go ahead and mute yourself, okay? Okay, so I will go ahead and share the file that we emailed to you, and this is also posted on our Facebook group, and we're gonna start our training.
Yep, with section 2.
Which is, we need to go to what page, Maria?
Page 3.
Okay.
In the section
Actually,
2.
it's page 10.
Well, in yours. Mine
Okay.
is page 3.
Okay. There we go. All right.
Okay. So, I'm really excited to do this training with you, to go over your goals and really get to know each other. We will practice how to talk to people about the oils and really make sure you feel prepared, grab your essential training manual, and let's get started by going over the agenda. This is your first true strategy session, and your goals here are to 1, set up your mentor call, 2, go over basic compensation plan, 3, go over your goals. You're going to discuss strengths and weaknesses, establish what you expect from me, establish what I expect from you. If necessary, discuss friend/mentor boundaries, overview basic products and kits, practice sales outline, and schedule your business launch. Okay, so please turn to page 4 in your manual.
Okay, so we gotta go.
So this was broken down in the essential training. This task should be simple. Oh, let's talk about setting up your mentor call. This is about you, your goals and needs. To keep our calls on track, we have set up a series of simple questions that you will answer and send me prior to your call, along with your accountability tracker. You can either email or text those to me prior to each week. This will help us use the time efficiently. It will also be your responsibility to call me at our specified time and day and time. Here are the questions you'll send me. So this is for the mentor call. So on my team, I will be the mentor. Trisha has mentors on her team. So it's whoever enrolled you is pretty much your mentor. And this will be more on a one-on-one, but we are going to discuss in those mentor calls will be the biggest win, your biggest challenges. I don't like the word fail. I know it says fail, but I like biggest challenges. 3 highest priorities of this week. And is there anyone you've enrolled and what you need to have placement? So placement is important or to move. And number 5 is questions you want to go over. So we will set up, hypothetically that mentor call with a time and a date. And that's pretty much how that will work. So we're going to go over now the basic compensation plan. Okay. We need to go back. Oh, please turn to page 10 in your manual. So we're turning to page 10. Everybody got that? Okay. So doTERRA has an amazing compensation plan. And to kind of this is like the basics that I'm going to tell you, but we're going to post in the Facebook group is going to be a video that goes more into depth about the compensation plan. So you really get to know it, because you do want to know how you get paid and how to make that happen. So I want to show you how you will make your money right away. Is called the Fast Start bonus. Okay, so this bonus is paid weekly, and you will earn 20% of every enrollment order for the first 60 days. There are other ways to receive income. However, this is the one you'll be utilizing most. So when you enroll your customer, let's say with the Family Essentials Kit, which is $150, you will get 20% of that kit. So let's say, okay, the next month you can get them on LRP, and you will receive from that month that they order, you will receive, isn't it 20? Yeah, 20% as well. And the third month that they order, you will see 20% from what they buy. So for 60 days, you're receiving 20% from that person, which is fantastic. And your checks come weekly on that Fast Start bonus. Let's see. So below, if you look below here, there's ranks and averages incomes. This will help us next week when we work on your goals. But for now, take a look at these. Manager, 500 PV is about $100 a month. Director, is about 1,000, so you get about 150 a month. Executive, you need $2,000 in overall volume. You get about $200 a month. Then you go up to Elite, which is 3,000 overall volume. And then you get about $300 a month. Premier, you need 2 legs, and that will be more into detail with your mentor how that works. A 5,000 overall K with 2 legs of Executive, which is $600 a month. So on and so on and so on. So, you know, I have to be honest with you that doTERRA is not a get-rich-quick scheme. So it's not going to pay you like a lot of money up front and then a little bit down the line. It's going to pay you, it's really a long-term plan, like 2 to 5 year plan. So it's not something you're going to get rich quick overnight. Like any business, you have to work hard at it to be successful. So it's really on you whether you want to go slow with your business, fast with your business. But to be honest, it's work. It really is.
So a key thing to remember is to stop tracking hours for money. I've seen some people in my team do that, and we have to remove that from our thinking. Your goal is to create a residual income for the long run.
Yep. Okay, so now I'd like to turn to page 11 in your manual. So this is all about setting your goals. So we're not going to get really into this right now, but I kind of want to go with you a little bit because this is really between you and your mentor to have a conversation about the goals that you want to have individually for your business.
Correct.
So, you know, there's the personal, there's the monetary, the time, you know, the expectations, your many hours, your work, you know, what's your hours you want to put into doTERRA as a business? How long are you willing to commit to that? It takes time, and we can go over like how you're going to get to your ranks and everything like that. So go ahead and turn the page. Oh, we're going to tell your own story. Let's see. Okay, so we're going to do that.
So we're on page 12.
We're on page 12. Okay. So tell your own story. You know, your story is very powerful. Everyone has a story with doTERRA. Doesn't matter, you know, if it's a short one, if it's, you know, it's very impactful. Oneida has her story with her migraines that she shares, which is very powerful with the oils. I have my story with the LLV pack that was very powerful for me. So really telling your own story makes a huge impact for you and when you're sharing or selling to your customer. So this is kind of a way to kind of put that all together so you have one to tell. So first of all is really, you know, your background, who you are. You know, I want you to, you know, on your own, you can describe a couple things about you. What did you like about your life before doTERRA? What became your solution for a healthier lifestyle? How do you feel about your future now? And are you excited about the vision and what you want to move forward with? So that's really kind of putting your story together. And it really should only be like 2 minutes because you do not want to overwhelm your customer. They're there to talk about them, and you're not about to talk about yourself. You need to know what their needs are, not your own needs. Okay?
That's super important, guys.
Yeah.
So this is a great exercise for you to write it, to know it. But when you meet with a customer, whether it's on a one-on-one or a group setting, your story has to be very short and precise. It's all about them. It's all about what they're turning to you for and what their needs are.
Yeah, they're looking for you to solutions. They don't want you to go on and on about, they don't care what's about you. They want to know what that's going to do for them, okay? And that's why we're there to show up to serve to them and their needs. Okay. So, yay, this is the fun part. Book a one-on-one. So, here we go. Now it's really time to we're going to go over scripts you'll use for one-on-ones and events. It's okay to read from them directly off the paper. It really is. So go ahead and turn to page 13 in your manual. Should we ask any questions?
Do you guys have any questions so far?
Unmute them.
Let's see. Do you guys have any questions so far?
Nope.
No.
Questions? Okay.
Okay.
So remember, guys, if you guys want to stop us, you can just unmute yourself. It's at the bottom of your Zoom video.
Yep. And also, if you want to put things in the chat, we'll be taking a look at the chat as well. It's right on the bottom of your Zoom video. And that's a great way to add some comments or questions or anything you have. Okay. So everybody on page 13? Okay. So first is option A. And it's hi, it's Maria. You know, this is for when you want to book your one-on-ones. Okay, this is if you're going to call or if you're going to, well, this is really about calling kind of out of the blue. So here we go. Did I catch you at a bad time? You want to say this because you'll get more of a response if you say that. If you say, is this a good time for you? They'll say, no, it's not a good time for me. But if you catch you at a bad time, then they'll say, no, it's not a bad time. I can talk. That's a general response. It's kind of psychology in there. I know I'm totally calling out of the blue, so you're going to kind of state the obvious that you are calling out of the blue, okay? I'm calling to get your thoughts on something. I'm starting my own business selling oils, essential oils, and as part of my learning process and getting to know and getting started in general, I'm trying to set up appointments with people I know so that I can get comfortable. So you're really you're saying it in a way that's very casual. You don't have to buy anything. But if you see something you like, I can help you get that. Now that removes the pressure to buy, but it also gets them thinking, saying, oh, you know what, but maybe I do want to buy. And if I do want to buy, she can help me with that. So it's kind of a, you know, the but is the after effect. The front line is removing that pressure, okay? I'm going to go over the most popular essential oils and kits and show you how to use them. My part takes about 30 minutes. So you're giving them an agenda that they're thinking in their head, okay, 30 minutes is not too long, but I'm also gonna learn something in those 30 minutes. Would you be willing to help me out?
Sure.
Thank you. We can do it over the phone or in person. Which do you think would you be better for you?
We can do it in person.
Awesome. I am trying to get 2 more appointments or 4 more appointments this week. We can do either tomorrow in the evening at 5 or Friday in the morning. Which works better for your schedule?
Friday morning.
That was easy. Now, how are you doing these days? So that was, you got the business part out of the way from your call, and now afterwards, after you get that settled, then you can have a great conversation with someone you haven't, you know, talk to in a while. And it could be a family member, it could be a friend, it really doesn't matter. But this is kind of really helps you break that ice. You have your icebreaker in the front, you have your general agenda, and you wrap it up with the choice of 2 times to really give them. You know, don't ever say, it's not really great to say, well, what works best for you? Or because they're like, well, I don't know what, you know, that kind of leaves them hanging like, I don't know what, you know, works best for me. I have to look at my calendar, blah, blah, blah. But you set the time and the choices and then let them look and fit it into their schedule. That's very important, okay?
Yeah, also you do not want to give them more than 2 options. If they are not available for those 2 options, then you can give them another 2 days and then have them choose.
Yes.
What was another thing important for setting, for when you do that? You do not ask them, well, let me know when you can meet with me, or whether it's calling or texting or emailing. You do not let them, you do not tell them to contact you to book an appointment. You give them the choice and you ask, and you keep going from one question to the next until you get that appointment. It's either a yes or a no. And something really important to share, whether it's booking a one-on-one or a group
Class.
setting, is that you have to, I want you guys to remember and write down this right next to this note, is the principle of the 20-60-20. No matter what you do, no matter how professional, efficient, and whether you follow the script, 20% of people that you know or that you ask will say yes, no matter what. 20% will say no, no matter what, and the other 60% is up to you. So if you follow the instructions where you do an icebreaker, an introduction, you give them an agenda, you remove the pressure to buy, you give them the options of whether in person or by phone and the 2 choices of time, you will have success. So your success, remember, is going to be
60%.
that 60%, right? It's up to you, and the 20% that no matter what will say yes. So don't be discouraged when you get those 20% that say no, because you are going to get a lot of those, okay?
Okay. So this is option B. Essentials come up essential oils can come up random in conversation all the time. So what do you do then? Okay, it's easy to use the usually script below to transition the conversation. So I'm going to give you an example. Let's say you go to a wedding, okay? And at this wedding, you have a lot of legal problems, okay? And you're thinking, God, I wish I come across a lawyer or something to help me with this. Well, and behold, guess what? You get introduced to a lawyer. So you're telling him all his legal problems and you're excited. So what is that lawyer going to do?
That lawyer is going to tell you, hey, Maria, let's set an appointment, next week, and you can come to my office and I will go over all of the details and, listen to what you have to say and I will give you my advice.
Right. He's not going to, blurt out all of the advice, everything that you need to know about for your legal problems right there at the wedding, right? He's going to be professional and he's going to set an appointment with you. So using that example, same thing with you, okay? You're at a party with your friends and essential oils come up, and I know you're excited about essential oils and you want to tell them, and they want to know more and everything, but what you need to do is stop yourself and say this. Usually, what I do is set up a time to go over your health goals, the company and the most popular essential oil kits. My part will take about 30 minutes. You don't have to buy anything if you don't see something you like. But if you see something like, of course, I can help you order it right away. We can meet in person or talk on the phone. Is that something you would like? So what this happens is you're not selling on the fly. I do not want you guys to go sell on the fly, because guess what? You're going to lose your customer. They're not going to call you back. You're going to overwhelm them with every oil that you can think about, and it's going to be a hot mess. And you're not really taking care of that person when you sell on the fly, right? You want to be professional. You want to make that appointment so that you can really get their health goals and you can really show up for them. So that is very important, is to just, and we all are excited about the oils. We all know what they can do. It's, we have such a value of our product, and we do get excited talking to somebody else, but you really are doing them a disservice when you do not set up that appointment for your customer and also for yourself. It goes both ways, but really being able to, stop and say, usually this is what I do, and talk about, and then go into that script. So you kind of have to memorize it a little bit. But once it comes familiar to you, you can just say it right then and there. It happened to me. I was at a bunco, because I play bunco every month, and someone asked me what I do, and I said, I sell essential oils. And then they said, well, what is essential oils? What does it do? And I said, well, essential oils comes from a plant. And I said, but you know what? What I usually do is I set up an appointment, and I went through that, and we got an appointment settled. So I did not sell on the fly. I was tempted, but I didn't do it. Okay? Any questions on that? You can unmute yourself if you have any questions on that. Okay. Okay. So
We're going to be
turning page
18.
18. Turn to page 18, please, in your manual.
And that page is how to book a class. So I'll show you here.
So in doTERRA, we do, there's classes and then there's one-on-ones. And you're going to have to really kind of see how you feel inside on what's going to be better for you. If one-on-ones are going to be better for you, then go with one-on-ones. Book as many as you want, go for it, use the script, have at it. If a class feels better to you, then this is what you can use for your class, and also incorporate it when you actually have your one-on-one. So this is really for your sales conversation, for the one-on-one, and for the class, okay? We taught you how to book one. Now we're gonna teach you how it's going to go in the actual appointment or class, okay? So really, who do you host? Who do you want to host for, to host a class? You want your friends, family, coworkers, neighbors. That's very, realistic. They'll host a class for you, hopefully. You never know. So this is how to ask for a class, okay? Or how to book one. So option A, hi, it's Maria. Did I catch you at a bad time? I know I'm calling out of the blue. I'm calling to get your thoughts on something. I'm starting my own business selling essential oils. And as part of my learning process and getting started in general, I'm trying to set up my first events. I'm looking for friends, to about 5 to 10 people over so we can practice, so I can practice. I have free gifts are in it for you. You and your friends don't have to buy anything, but if you see something you like, I would like to help you get it. I'm gonna go over the most popular essential oils and show you how to use them. My part takes about 40 minutes. So you kind of noticed how that was the call, or you can put it in a text to your one-on-one. Kind of same thing for your class, just a little bit of different wording on how to book it. Would you be willing to help me out?
Yes.
Ooh, great. I'm trying to book these events in the next 2 weeks. We can either do Saturday at 5 or Wednesday at 7 p.m. Which works better for your schedule?
Saturday at 5.
Okay, that was easy. So how's the rest of your week been? Okay, so that's kind of how to set it up and how to book a class. Okay, so how do you book a class when you're already in a conversation about essential oils? Just follow the script below. So here we go. The next thing I want to chat about is whether or not you would want to host an event. I will run it by you, and then you will be able to decide. Either way is okay with me. I just want to make sure that you have options. One of my friends hosted the event. She had 5 people show up, and just for having some of her friends over and giving them the opportunity to learn about doTERRA, she got over $100 in free products. Pretty cool, right?
Yeah, that's great.
Here's how it will work. So this is, you're telling them how it will work and what you're going to do for them. We will set the date. I'll give you a sample text of what you can send to your friends. It will be fun. If they buy, great. If not, no big deal. My part takes about 30 to 40 minutes. If it takes longer, it's because we're having a good time and helping people decide. So that is definitely something that you can, part of that script. And then, of course, once they say yes, give them 2 dates and time options. After they choose the date that works best for them, you can help them by you can go and you can do the invites. Normally, I create the invites in Smiley Box. You can create them on Doc, Word Doc, whatever's easiest for you. And I send the invite to my my hostess, whether it be they can send out instant message, they can text the invite to their friends, they can call and have also physical invites that they can give physically to their people at work or wherever they're at. So a couple different, we all know the big, there's a lot of social media, so you kind of want to hit everything. And then what to say, this is the example for them to invite to a party. So I'm going to let you go ahead. They can read that on their own. And then, let's see. Okay. So please, turn to page 14. So here's where we're going to first break down the components of the sales script with our new builders. So when we put it together in less than 10 minutes, okay. Once you get through each section, it's time to put it all together. Not once, because that's not enough. You want to run through the script till it makes it through 2 times with success. This will allow you to catch any bad habits. Okay, sorry. So now we're gonna practice the one-on-one sales script, 1 section at a time. By the end of this, you should feel comfortable when you're saying each section. You can follow along with the one-on-one script in your training manual on page 14. Okay, so the first part is the agenda. Okay. Let me first start off that we are going to do today. I'm going to read from my paper so I don't go on any tangents and waste time. Today we're going to first, so this is what you're telling your customer. So this is the actual sales conversation you're going to talk about to your customer, okay, when you're in your appointment. So first we're going to go over your goals. You're going to learn about doTERRA, how to use essential oils in the most popular kits. My part will take about 30 minutes. You don't have to buy anything, but if you see something you like, of course, I'll help you order it today. My goal is to empower you and give you safe, natural options for your health, okay? So that's your kind of giving them agenda so that they know what's going to happen in this appointment. So you're going to do your own personal, first is the input. So you're going to put input into your sales conversation. Just so I don't bore you with any information you don't care about, tell me what you would like to learn about today. So you really want to ask them what they want out of this appointment. You know, do they want, what do they want to learn from you? Okay. What are some health challenges and goals you're dealing with that you would like a natural alternative for? So that's when you're going to get out a piece of paper or your notebook, okay, in the sales conversation, and you're just going to listen. This is really your part, is to listen to them about what their goals are, what their health challenges are, and really sit down and listen to them and just keep asking them questions. What else? They're may say, okay, I have trouble sleeping. And you write that down, okay? And then you're going to say, well, what else? Well, I've got some bad skin issues, and you're going to write that down. And then you're going to say, okay, well, what else? And that is going to prompts them to just keep talking about and really digging in to what their health issues are.
So you are also going to find yourself into situations where you ask those questions and they say,
I'm really healthy. I don't have anything.
I cannot think of anything right now. And so you say, well, people turn to doTERRA when they have, they want to lose weight, or they want to get a better night's sleep, or they have allergies.
Oh, yeah, I have those.
So, and they say, oh, okay, because they don't know all of what the essential oils can do for them, or the essential oil products that doTERRA provide. Also, if they say, well, I am very healthy, so you can say, well, we can help you with that because we have the supplements that doTERRA provide, where you can be proactive, and we can talk about the On Guard products where, you'll boost your immune system and will keep you healthy, and so forth. And if they are, you can also use like, okay, what about your kids? Mm-hmm. What about your husband? What about your spouse? Do you have pets? And when you, maybe a family member, because they say, oh, maybe my aunt can really use this because I know that she has terrible migraines. And so you just go at ease. It's not an interrogation. You just are helping them and you're providing solutions to them. And actually it works. They will appreciate it.
Yep. And then this says here, what do you want to make sure we go over today? Okay, that's a good bullet point. You want to know, they say, well, I want to go over maybe the cost of it, how much the oils cost. I want to go over, how's the application, or how do I apply the oils? So as they're talking, of course, you're writing all this down in your little notebook or a piece of paper, whatever you have handy, okay? And then again, what else down here in the bullet point? And what you already know about doTERRA. You know, make sure you hear them out, good or bad. I mean, they may have something horrible, a horror story to tell you that you can turn around as positive, right? Or they may say, oh, I've heard great things about doTERRA. I've always kind of wondered about this company, but I just couldn't find someone to learn about it. And then you're like, well, here I am, you know? And so that way, that kind of gives you a clue on where they're sitting at in terms of, do they know about essential oils? Do they not? That type of thing, okay? So then you're gonna talk about the company story. So after you get their health goals, you're gonna tell them a little about the company. So let me tell you a little bit about doTERRA. You know, that's easy segue. They are the largest essential oil company in the world. They started because they wanted to empower families to use natural solutions in their everyday life. Families turn to us. Now, this is important. So if you're talking to, let's say, a mother, you could say mothers turn to us. If you're talking to a person that may be a single person, people in general turn to us. So kind of tailor it to your customer because they may not have a family. So people turn to us when their current approach to health is not achieving the results that they desire. They are tired of using chemical concoctions for literally everything. They're confused about all their natural options out there, and they have no time to research it all. They want more energy for things they love without side effects of stimulants. They want to increase their overall quality of life for them and their family. So this just kind of gives you the company story right here. You want to either create your own, use this as a guide, or you can just memorize as much as you want of it and use this as a company story, okay?
The important part of being brief on the company story is what doTERRA can do for them, and not so much talk about doTERRA and how great this company is, but what solution it provides for them. So as Maria was reading you probably were not nodding and saying, oh yeah, that kind of makes sense.
That makes sense.
I can see that, I can see how they can help me.
In the company story, of course, it talks about the 100% purity and the difference from what's on the market right now on the shelves in grocery stores compared to doTERRA, which is great. So they see that difference. And then the other one is how they've raised the bar in the industry with the quality. There's no fillers, no artificial ingredients, no dilution. Plants are grown in their native habitat, and they're most tested and trusted essential oils out there. So you're really giving a nice overview, but you're not giving them, which pertains to them, you're not giving them a huge amount of, crazy information where they start, eyes start rolling back in their head. And so then you want to talk about, of course, the usage of essential oils. So after you do your company story, then you go into the usage. So like now there's a few different ways to use essential oils. So that's coming back to maybe that question that they had before about what they want to learn is about usage. So here you go. You're providing that answer to them in your sales conversation. So of course, aromatherapy, aromatically, topically, internally, we know all how to use it. So you tell them how that essential oils usage. And then, so let's try aromatically and topically. So you want to maybe drop a little wild orange in your hand or peppermint so that he can smell it. Gently inhale. You can put it on the back of your neck. So kind of show them a little bit. You don't have to go crazy about it. Just show them the 3 uses, except for internally. But yeah, and then you want to get to the top essential oils, the top 10 essential oils. Now that's very important. And we're going to give you in the Facebook group, it's called Basic Oils, New User Oils. Forget that's what it's called. Uh-huh. It's a guide that you can take with you to your one-on-one. And when you turn it over on the back, it has the top essential oils. So you don't have to I don't want you to bring all your oils with you, okay, to your one-on-ones. Or you can a little bit in the classes, but really for the one-on-ones, you're going to be dragging your oils with you. No. I want you to take this guide that we're going to provide in the Facebook, Basic Guide for New Users, Essential New Users. And it has on the back the top 10 oils that you can go over with them. And it's very visual, it's very pretty, and then they'll have it. So most important thing here is to really link the oils, the top 10 oils, back to their health goals, okay? That is very key because what you're doing is you're building value into those oils and into the kits.
So, so like Maria said, that's really important because with meeting with someone on a one-on-one or in a class, when you do a one-on-one, you're going to be going back to actually pull the notes and you're going to look at those notes and you're going to say, you know how you say you wanted to keep healthy because you're pretty healthy? Well, lemon is going to help you detox your body. It's a natural cleansing. So that's going to be really good for you for your water intake. So for example, right? You know
On
how
guard,
you know
on
how we
guard,
talk,
yes.
and that's how you will, that's how you could cover that. And then, and keep it short.
1 to
And
2
then-
sentences per oil, that's it. I don't want you to go into big old monologues about each one because you could, because our oils are so diverse. 1 to 2 sentences per oil to relate back to their health goals.
And for example, oregano is an oil that we don't use all the time,
Mhm.
but that's an oil that you're gonna wanna have in hands when you get sick because it's great, it's a natural antibiotic. So you will address each one like that. Some of them might not apply to them, and then so you will say and people turn to breathe when they're stuffy, when they have congestion, when they have allergy, because those things might come up eventually for you, and then you will be prepared.
Yes.
So, and like Maria said, we're gonna post that file. We're also gonna give you a PowerPoint presentation that you can share over the computer and over the phone. It's super simple. It has the slides specifically to do the agenda that we're going over with you, including those top 10 oils. And those top 10 oils are the ones in the kits that you're gonna be highlighting on those meetings, which is the Family Essential Kit and the Home Essential Kit. And that's coming up in the training.
Yep. So here's your top 10 oils. You have lemon, lavender, peppermint, melaleuca, oregano, frankincense, deep blue, breathe, digest, and on guard. I highly suggest you get familiar with the top 10 oils so you have not only your own little maybe tidbit to throw in there, but also relating it back and you know what they're used for on a daily basis, okay? So now I want to tell you how to get these amazing oils in your home. So we're back to the sales conversation. Let me tell you about the 2 most popular kits. These oils replace everything in your medicine cabinet and will become your toolkit for your family's health. And you really have to think about it as their toolkit. It really is replacing so many things that they could buy over the counter, and they can get it right here in their oil kit. So the first kit is a Home Essential Kit. It comes with the top 10 oils.
Actually, I want you guys to make a note.
Yes.
And reverse those.
Reverse them.
Okay, so I want you to always present the Home Essential Kit with the small bottles of 5 ml. The Psychology, you're gonna keep it very simple. Small bottles, big bottles, okay? Small kit is $150 and it comes with those oils that we discussed. The big bottle kit is a Home Essential Kit, 15 ml.
And it
same,
comes with
the
yep,
same oils. You get 3 times as much oil and a diffuser for $100 more, and that is $275. The psychology behind is 2 simple choices, easy for them to choose. They're not overwhelmed. They tend to go for the second choice, so you always want to present the Home Essential Kit with the bigger bottles and the diffuser
last
as the second choice.
Yep.
So if you can make that note on your training manual, that would be great.
Yep. And then once and then you're, okay, so Home Essential Kit, 3 times oil for only $125 more, which makes it a great deal. Okay, so you've already built value with the oils into the kit. They've already, really have seen the value with the oils, what they can do for them. Now it's kind of time to brand yourself. So this is where you really want to say what you can also do for them, because you're not going to sell them this kit and then just like leave them high and dry. And that's what a lot of people really feel that it's going to happen, that they're going to buy these kit and be like, oh my God, I don't know what to do with them. It's kind of maybe even a scary thing. A lot of people just keep them in the box and never use them. And so this is what you're going to say. I know that starting something new can be overwhelming. So that's what I'm here for, With your oils comes me and my guidance. We will make a plan when your oils arrive on how to use them to reach your health goals. You will get a mini oil guide and lots of fun recipes and have my continued support. And then you want to hand them your, this says a class box brochure, but we're going to hand them the kits, and we're going to have, it's in the Facebook group. And then you want to open the page to your kit. What I like to do is circle the 2 kits, the Family Essentials, Home Essentials, and then you say, you ask for the sale, okay? Don't ever forget, you need to ask for the sale. You can't just hand them the kits and be like, okay, well, I hope you buy one. You need to ask them for the sale because you really want to get this into their hands, right? So which kit do you prefer? That's all you need to ask them. You've already given them the 2 choices. Let them answer which they prefer. You know, don't guide them any further. They know how to make their choices. Okay, great. Do you want to get it? Yeah, I want to get it. Oneida, do you want to get it?
Yes, I want to get it.
Okay. Hopefully they answer the Home Essentials kit and they say yes. Direct them how to fill out their enrollment form. Okay, so you just tell them the shaded areas on their enrollment form. Your response, okay, great. The family, oh, okay. So the response is, well, I would love to get the Home Essentials kit, but it's out of my price range. Okay, so if you have that happen, so you led with the Home Essentials kit, you know, then you're like, well, okay, great. The Family Essentials is an amazing option. It comes with all the same oils, just in smaller bottles. So you can reorder the ones that you use the most. Do you want to get it?
Sure.
Okay, hopefully the answer is yes, and it was yes. So direct them how to fill out the form, okay?
Or maybe I say, well, that's still a little bit more than I wanted to spend. I don't think I can swing $150 right now.
Okay, so you say that and you're thinking, oh crap, I don't have a lower price kit. But actually you do, and it is a trio set. So the trio set is the introductory set that we're gonna put a picture in, and we're going to show you after what it looks like. And it gives you the 5 ml lemon, lavender, peppermint. That is the trio kit. It's awesome. And for retail, it's, I think,
$30.
$30 and
Plus
wholesale
shipping and tax.
and then wholesale's $20.
So the psychology behind offering a lower kit is for them to actually go home with something that they can afford. Because put yourself into their position. It's like if you go shopping and you find something you really like and you want it, but you cannot get it. So you're offering something for them to buy now, and then when they run out, they can buy it retail, and we're actually not asking you to enroll them because they're gonna be overwhelmed. It's gonna be a $35 enrollment fee plus a 20 plus, kit.
Mm-hmm.
So just sell it retail and treat them as a customer. Because if you do it right, they will become your wholesale customers eventually.
Yep. You will follow back up with them because if they love the oils, they're going to use them and they're going to need to know how to buy more.
Correct.
Okay. So, and then that makes them feel good. It makes you feel good. You get 25% of that retail sale. It just doesn't go on for the next 60 days, but you do get 25% off all retail sales that you make. So you get a portion, they're happy, and you move on. Okay. Okay, so in your manual, here's the top 2 doTERRA kits.
So this is the Home Essential Kit. That's the one that we want you to offer second. We're gonna send you a different sheet with them, and you can highlight those. But these are here for you to see what they are, and they're the same oils, the top 10 essential oils.
Yep.
Okay. So we're gonna go to page 24 now.
Please turn to page 24. Any questions on the sales conversation? Unmute everybody. Let's go back to Okay, guys, how you all doing? Is everybody doing okay? All right. All right. Any questions so far? Anything? I just unmuted you guys, so you can talk freely if you want. Any questions?
No questions. Okay.
I just want to say that I can see how this really is helpful. because even after we talked yesterday, Maria, when I went and did my one-on-one, I started off really good, but I got too excited. Luckily, it all worked great, but I could see myself wanting to keep talking. So I had to really curtail myself. And so I really like this.
Yeah. It gives you an agenda. It gives you a plan. It keeps it in a good timeline of 30 minutes. Remember, your part takes 30 minutes. Their part can take longer, it's on them, but your part only takes about 25 to 30 minutes, and it just keeps it flowing nice so it doesn't get out of hand, and so their eyes don't start glazing back in their heads, and you can close a sale and ask for the sale, okay? That's what this really creates, so that you're serving them, you get the sale, they get to leave what they want, and then, if you're out for coffee, then enjoy a nice coffee with them, So it really helps keep it all together. Okay, we're going to mute you, and now we're going to go into create a plan for success.
So we are on page 24, guys.
Okay, so this is something that you're going to actually go over with your mentor. It kind of talks about your 30-day objective, how many classes you need to sell, you need to have to reach your goal. And so that's kind of more in the mentorship on how you're going to do that. You're going to use a space in the manual on page 24 to create a list of people you want to contact to book one-on-ones. And this is really great to create this list because it kind of like, you don't have to have a lot of companies, and we did used to have to do 100 names list, right? That can be daunting and kind of scary. But if you really think about it, when you actually just kind of just brain dump, there is 100 people on your contact list. And so this is for you to just create that list of people that, you really want to get back and connected with. You're going to have the sales tracker to kind of track your success, and we're going to give you we're
gonna give you a file for you to keep your track of your sales, of your every time you meet with someone on a one-on-one or you do a group or class setting. And having that is going to help you because you might enjoy doing both, but you might be better and get better results at doing one of them. So for example, one person in my team that's really good at one-on-ones, right? So she's gonna focus on doing one-on-ones because that's gonna get her to her goal of whatever she wants to achieve that week or that month. And so we will post that for you. We're also going to give you a file to think about the people that you can invite and that you can talk to. So to expand your circle of influence.
Yes.
And so we will be providing that for you.
Yep. Okay. Okay. Oh, yeah. Okay. So your next one is
so we are on page 25 which is
yeah.
Support your customer. And this is what you're going to do after somebody purchase with you. We call it the wish list appointment or wellness consult. And basically the psychology and the goal for that is so you can go over with them to show them how they can go into their account, how they can purchase. You're going to go actually and do it with them. You're going to review that wish list that you did when you first met, and you talk about what were the things that they wanted help with and what the oils. You're going to look at those things and you're going to tell them, okay, so you talk about having allergies and wanting help with allergies. So and you will look in your book and you can say, well, lavender, lemon, peppermint, and breathe are good oils for allergies. So you're going to write it down and you're going to be able to provide that wish list for them and
Yep.
so forth.
So how we're going to break this down is make sure you have a resource for how to use their oils, okay? So this is what you want to have when you go to that wellness consult or the wish list appointment, is so you want to have either your essential oil guide. We're going to provide the Live Guide from Shared Success. That is a fabulous tool to use at your one-on-one because it's a very nice visual. I always say people buy with their eyes, so people like to have visuals. So it will be in the Facebook, and you can go through it, the Live Guide, and it will show the products of doTERRA where you can go over. So you want to have that with you. You want to email them their doTERRA website ID and password, kind of a welcome letter. Okay, so after you enroll somebody, like I just enrolled 7 people at this past event that I did this weekend, and I went and did all my welcome letters today. So you want to send them a welcome letter.
And I will also post a welcome letter that is done for you.
Yep.
So you don't have to come up with a letter.
No.
You will just follow
Copy and paste.
You can make it your own.
Yep.
And for example, I love to introduce, in the welcome and congratulations on our team. If we had coffee together, we said it was great having coffee, or it was great seeing you again, or it was great meeting you. Whatever it is, make it personal, but have the basic information on that letter, and that will be provided to you too.
Yep. 1 week after they enroll, you want to call them and set this time up, okay? During enrollment, you want to set up the wellness consult either in person or over the phone. So that's really important. Don't wait 2 to 3 weeks and then try to go back to them and set up the wellness consult. Like tomorrow, I'm going to be setting up with all the people that I enrolled my wellness consults, either by phone, texting them, sometimes both, and I'm going to stop right there. So when you call somebody, okay, and they do not, you get the answer machine, I want you to leave a message. Do not hang up and do not leave a message. Don't be weird and don't leave a message. Be professional and still leave one, because they do. People do still look at their messages on their phone, okay? They still listen to them. A lot of people don't, but they still do. Then I want you to take your phone and text them what you said to them in that message, okay? And tell them that you'll call back the next day and to look for your phone number, okay? So please, don't hang up.
So one thing
you get the answer machine.
So one thing is important that we learned during our training that we're passing on to you is that,
etiquette.
Yes. So be cool. When you call, leave a message. Say that you will text them with the send message, because some people tend not to listen to their voicemail. So you just want to make sure that you get the message to them, and you let them know my number is such and such. Keep an eye out for this number. I will call you tomorrow, or I will call you on Wednesday, whatever, right? But if you do say that, make sure that you call them back. We want you to only reach out to people 3 times.
If you
were wondering, how many times should I call or text people? 3 times. And you can say the second time, and we're going to provide those scripts for you, by the way.
Yes, we have the scripts to
We're
provide.
going to say, hey, I'm reaching out to you, blah, blah, blah. You follow the script. And then you said again, you text them the same thing you left them in the message. And you're going to call them again the 3rd time. The last time you call, you're just going to let them know that you obviously don't want to bother them. You're just doing your job and trying to be, professional. And you then leave them up to them to call you back. They have your information, and you know what? It works.
Yeah.
They actually respond to you, and whether it's a yes or a no, people will respond to you and say, oh, no problem. Sorry, I missed your call. A lot of people respond right back the text, or like pick up their phone or call you back, say, I'm so sorry, I missed your call or your text. Either yes, I want to do it, or no, thank you.
Yep. Okay, so you're going to go through the wellness consult script with them. Okay, so the wellness consult script, and then before 14 days, you're going to move the person on your team before the time runs out. So that's something you're going to talk. Remember the accountability tracker you're going to take each week to your mentor. You're going to talk about those movements on your team. All right. Wellness consult. Okay. So booking the reference, please reference page 26 in your manual. Okay. Okay, there we go. So supplies you'll need. You'll need the pin, an oil usage guide, or the Live Guide, which will provide for you, and a computer, okay? Some type of computer, tablet, something. So you'll probably, you're going to read off the script. Okay, here we go. You should preferably be set up at a time for enrollment. Okay, that's when you want to make your wellness consult, is at the time of enrollment. Or if that doesn't happen, you should call and book the appointment and use this if they answer. Did I catch you at a better time? People automatically answer no if that is why that's why we word it that way, okay? So this is what the script is that I'm gonna share with you. Now that you've ordered, you have your first order, we need to set up a time to quickly go through your health challenges and how to use your essential oils, as well as you can order on your own and how to get the best discounts when you do order. My part takes about 30 minutes. How does that sound?
Sounds great.
We can do it over the phone or in person. Which do you think would be better for you?
In person.
Great. I typically do 3 appointments like this per week. We can do Wednesday at 12, or we can do Friday at 10 p.m. I mean, not 10 p.m., 10 a.m.
10 a.m. Yes. I'll be sleeping at 10 p.m.
Which works better for your schedule?
The 10 a.m.
Okay. So now let's run through a typical wellness consult. I'm going to start by telling you what a kit I started with so that you know what the oils I have. We'll run through the script and practice. Let's look at this form together. Okay. So, agenda. I'm going to be reading off my script to make sure I don't get on any tangents. Today we're going to review your goals. Make a list. This is what you're going to talk about. This is the wellness conversation that you're going to have, what I'm telling you this right now, okay, what I'm reading to you. Today we're going to review your goals, make a list of products that you have and may want in the future. Then I'll show you how to order so that you can save the most money. A lot of people make mistakes here, and I don't want you to miss out, okay? So in this, what you're going to do is I usually take a notebook, okay, or piece of paper with me when I do my wellness consult. I have my Live Guide with me, and I ask them, as far as, let's be on the same page here. I kind of remember some of your health goals, but I want to be on the same page. Have them go through their health goals again, because in the time that you've been without them, they may have thought of others that are good to write down, okay? So then you're going to relate through the Live Guide, again, the products like the Lifelong Vitality Pack, the On Guard, that's if they want to, start their health off right. You're going to relate it all back to their health goals, all these extra products, and you're going to write them down, and you're going to actually make a list for them as you go along, and you pick the products from the Live Guide that goes with their health goals, okay? So when you see the Live Guide, you're going to go, okay, that's what Maria's talking about. Okay, I understand that now, all right? So you're going to make that list for them because it really is their wish list. Then you are going to, so here's about what I just said. I think I remember some of your goals, but I don't want to miss anything. Can you remind me of the health goals just so we're on the same page? Have them write them down on the consult form. Allow them to elaborate if they would like and they trust you. Now it's time to jog their memory. Let them know that some of the amazing things doTERRA has. Pick 2 to 3 things that you think the person might be interested in. A lot of customers have. Do any of these apply to you? Weight goals, natural cleaning products, natural skincare, and you just kind of go through the Live Guide with them so that you're making their wish list, okay? Okay, great. Let me grab my oil usage, guys. I don't want to forget anything that will really help you. We are going to make a list that you'll be able to keep this for reference and add it over time. Unfortunately, it's not likely that we'll connect every single time you think of something that may relate to our products. I wish we were Mind Reader, but this list will help you, and you may want to get the resource guide like I'm using to help you come up with stuff. Grab a pen, and here's where the wellness consult form. Okay, cool. Go ahead and write these down. And then you kind of map out their health style plan for them based on the goals on what they want to achieve, okay? And then after you do that and you're comfortable with the list of the different products and oils that they're going to need in the future, is you teach them how to order. So this is where your computer comes in handy, okay? Or you can do it over Zoom call like we're doing right now. You can do a Zoom call with them doing the exact same thing, which I'm going to have to do because a lot of them live in Colorado, my new enrollments. So now that you have your wish list mapped out, please explain the best way to order. You can go into their order in their back office. It's the loyalty rewards program. That's the best way to order through doTERRA because you'll get money back on your orders and you can qualify for free oils. I just got 50 free, so tell them, I just got $50 in free product, you know, and it's an amazing program to have. So be very simple with this. I'm talking 4th grade level. Do not go above 4th grade level with people or they will not understand you, okay? So, which means a 4th grader could understand the loyalty rewards program. That's what I'm talking about. So be very, very simplistic. So you spend $50 a month, you get 10% back in points, you get this amount of money, and you can use it on free product. Done. Okay, very simple. You can definitely tell them, I recommend setting up an alert on your phone for a few days before the loyalty rewarders goes through, so you can change it or delete it. Now let's do the website. So you go to the website, your customer number is blank, log in and give them a quick overview of the site. So you really want to show them their shop page, okay? If they're a wellness advocate, it's gonna look different. It's gonna have a back office. You don't really wanna get to that yet. You just wanna show them how to set up their monthly order, okay? Just like we did with you, just how you know now how to set up your monthly order and to edit it and to use it, okay? Let's see.
So, Maria, we're running a little bit low. So you guys
Yes.
can read through this, but basically when you log into their page, or, you know, Maria called it their shop account, their shop page, you are going to open up a monthly order or LRP,
For them.
Loyalty Rewards Program. You're gonna add those items that you discussed on their wish list, okay? All those oils, and you're gonna tell them, I am going to add this that we discussed. You don't have to buy them. You can, you can delete them or you can leave whatever you like, but you're showing them how to add them, you know, in the different ways in your back office. That way, a lot of times they will say, oh, that looks good. I think, you know, please save it. Or they will say, well, I don't want 10 oils. I'm just going to buy 5 for the next order and so forth.
So yeah, get it to a point where they're comfortable at spending at that price point. So let's say you start out at 200 order PV. They're not comfortable with the 200 PV, delete some things. Well, how does this look? We're at about 100 PV order. Oh, okay, that's still a little bit expensive. Okay, then you delete until you get to, okay, $50. Yeah, $50 works well for me. So you titrate it down so that it gets to a point where they're comfortable with that next month in their $50 or whatever order they want, okay?
So a good way to think of how to do that is, let's say they have 3 health issues that they want to address. So you can tell them, we can pick something to help you with each of those 3. And so, right, and you can do that, or you can pick some, you know, one of those 3 health issues and get all the oils that we talked about. So that's a good way to go about it. It's kind of like going from your, you know, like buying down from like big money to medium money and small money. So something that they can feel comfortable and afford.
So we are going to go, because we are running a little bit long. How's everybody doing? Hi, you guys. How's everybody doing? Is everybody doing okay? Doing all right? Do you still want to keep going on this, or are we getting too long, or how are we doing?
I need to go.
Okay.
Okay.
It will be recorded so you guys can keep watching it on our Facebook group. So, but
Sounds
we're
good.
almost done.
Sounds good.
We're almost done. Okay. Let's see. Promoting and hosting event, exploring the business. Okay. When you're at this wellness consult, okay, you can definitely promote by asking them if they want to host an event, we're going to put in a special section for referrals into the Facebook group on how to do referrals at the Wellness Consult, and we're going to give you scripts for that so you can ask for referrals. It's fantastic. You'll love it. It's easy. You'll be able to put it right into that Wellness Consult conversation that you're having. And then also, you want to talk about the business. What if we never talked the business to you? You wouldn't be here, right? You really want to see, because a lot of people are curious about the business. They don't want to ask about the business, but they could be curious, and it could turn into something later.
So the script is here for you guys to see it and to practice. And you can practice with your partner or your friend. You can practice with us, with your mentor. So you guys can go over that.
Yeah, because exploring the business is really important, because what it does is it helps you duplicate everything that you've learned to somebody else, because that's how a multi-level marketing action is through duplication. So it's pretty much your job, and you wouldn't be doing your job if you didn't talk about the business at a wellness consultation, or when you're going over things with them. Okay? And don't be upset if they say no, that's fine too, because they can come around later. But don't be upset if they say no at first. This gives you the Wellness Consult form. We're going to give you something similar, which is the Live Guide, which actually has this in the Live Guide. It's kind of cool. And then we're going to do, here's a list of people to contact, kind of gives you some more things in that for the one-on-ones. Okay. And then we're almost finished here.
Yeah, that was the last page.
That was okay. So this is the next plan for success. This lets your plan to really set you up for plan for success, what we talked about here in section 3. And really we're going to go, I don't know.
So basically we're going to be going to section 4
in our next
appointment.
Yeah.
So look at the section 1 and section 2 that we discussed today. Fill out your goals. What are, where do you want to be, in the whatever time you pick? How much money do you want to make
per month?
How many hours? Because then once you have that, and then you start using the sales tracker, and you put, you say, if you can only do 5 hours a week, or 2 hours, 2 hours a week, that's going to tell you how much you're going to be making, how fast you're going to be going, and how far you're going to be, how fast are you going to be achieving that goal. So go through the sections 1 and 2, watch the video. We're going to post all the files that we talk about on our Facebook group. Again,
in the file section of the Facebook group.
So I'm going to stop the share and unmute all, so you guys can ask any questions.
So section 4 is going to be for Thursday. Okay.
So I'm going to go ahead and stop the recording of the call, and then we can stay if you want for questions and so forth. Okay.